مرحبا أهلا وسهلا بكم. Welcome again to our class as we continue to analyze our Gateway to Arabic Book 5. Today's lesson is going to be from pages 4 and 5, and it's about a summary of Arabic verb structures. Now, there are two main categories of Arabic verbs. Let's look at the first category, and it's called الفعل الصحيح. الفعل الصحيح. الفعل means verb. الصحيح in this case means sound. What is the definition of sound verbs? A sound verb is a verb that does not have any of the three defective letters within its root letters. What are the defective letters? Defective letters, there are three of them, and they're waw, yaw, and alif. Alif is not Hamza, alif. This is called حروف العلة, أحرف العلة, defective letters. If a root letter, it is called حروف البناء أو الحروف الأصلية, a root letter, or sometimes called radical letters. If there is no alif or waw or ya within that root letters, that verb is categorized as being a sound verb. So look out for that. Okay, the sound verbs also has three layers, three categories. The first one is sound and pure. Sound and pure. الفعل الصحيح السالم. الفعل الصحيح السالم. That means sound, absence of alif or waw or ya within its root letters, and also pure, salim, meaning there's no hamza within that root letters, and also it's not doubled root letter verb. That's called al-fi'l al-sahih al-salim, such as kataba. Kataba is fi'l al-sahih and also salim. Nadara, he looked. Kataba means he wrote. Nadara, he looked. Again, that is salim. The second category under the al-fi'l al-sahih is al-fi'l al-sahih al-mudaf. Al-mudaf means doubled root letter verb. Okay, that means the second root and the third root, they are of the same kind and therefore combined, such as adda. Adda means he counted. The ayn is your first root, dal is your second root, another dal is your third root. Therefore, they are combined, and we put shadda on this. Adda ya'uddu, and that is called al-fi'l al-sahih al-mudaf. Okay. Another example of that is shakka. For instance, shakka, he doubted. Sheen is your first root, kaf, second root, another kaf is a third root, combined becomes shakka, yashukku. Right, the third category underneath of the al-fi'l al-sahih is al-fi'l al-sahih al-mahmuz. Al-fi'l al-sahih al-mahmuz. So we have sound verb, but also hamzated. Hamzated means there is a hamza within its root letters. So it could be first root, such as akhadha. Akhadha, he took. It could be second root, sa'ala. That's a verb to ask. He asked. It could be third root, qara'a. He read. So those are called al-fi'l al-sahih because there's no waw or ya or alif within these root letters, but it is hamzated. There is a hamza within them, and it's called al-fi'l al-sahih al-mahmuz. Okay, that's the first category for you done. Now let's look at the second main category of Arabic verb structure, and that is al-fi'l al-mu'tal. Al-fi'l al-mu'tal means defective verb. And a defective verb is a verb that contains one or two of the three defective letters. Waw, alif, and ya. And there are 4 categories under that. 4 categories, yes. Let's take them one by one. This is very important if you want to understand the DNA of Arabic verb structure. Yes, come on. Right, okay. Number 1 under this category is called al-fi'lu al-mu'tal al-mithal. Al-fi'lu al-mu'tal al-mithal. And that is called assimilated verbs. The definition of that is when you have wow or ya as the first root letter. Example, wasala, he arrived. Wow is your first root, so therefore that is assimilated verb. And the second example, wasafa, he described. Don't worry, all this we're going to give you examples and the conjugation system, but we are just laying down the foundation, okay? Yes, no panic is allowed. No, come on. Yes. All right then. So we have wasala, he arrived. Wasafa, he described. So that is called al-fi'lu al-mu'tal al-mithal al-wawi, because we have waw at the beginning. Second type of that is called al-fi'lu al-mu'tal al-mithal al-ya'i, where you have ya as the first. So for example, yana'a, it is ripened for yana'a. So that's ya starting. Yasira to become easy. Yasira. Okay, yasira and yana'a. Okay, that's the al-mithal, assimilated verbs. The second category under al-mu'tal is al-fi'l al-mu'tal al-ajwaf. Al-ajwaf means hollow verb, which means the second root is have waw or ya, although they are represented by alif, like a qala. Qala, that's alif, is not a pretender. Yes, it's not the original letter there. It's representing waw in this case. How do we know? So you look at the present tense, because it's qala yaqulu, that's waw there for you. Or look at the noun, verbal noun. Qala yaqulu qawl. Qawl is waw there, so the second root is waw. In the dictionary, you will find it on the qaf, waw, and lam, not qaf, alif, and lam. No, that's why it's very important to know the structure. Okay, al-ajwaf, hollow verb, it can be waw in the middle or ya. Like ba'a yabi'u, bay'a. Ba'a, he sold. Yabi'u, he sells, and then bay'a, that's a noun, that means selling. Okay, so that's the second category, so al-ajwaf. Let's look at the third category within the al-fi'l al-mu'tal. It's called al-fi'lu al-mu'tal, so an-naqis. An-naqis is when you have the third root letter is one of the defective letters. So like what? When you have at the end, like da'a. Da'a, that's representing waw. Da'a yad'u. Da'wa. Da'a yad'u. So, and that means he called or he invited. Da'a yad'u. That's waw ending. Rama yarmi. That's yaw ending. Okay, that's Rama, that means he threw. So, okay. That is the third category, al-fi'lu al-mu'tal al-naqis. The fourth one, which is the finally fourth one, is called al-fi'lu al-mu'tal al-lafif. Al-lafif, that means a double complex verb. Why is double complex? It means, the definition is, it's a verb that has within its root letters two, not one, two of the defective letters within its root. It can be, however, it may be those two defective letters may be apart. Lafif, mafruq, which means the first letter, root letter is defective, and the third one is also defective. So they are apart. They are separated with the good letter in the middle. Yes. Okay, such as waqar, he guarded. Waqar. So that's wow, the beginning, and then have a cough, which is good, and then you have at the end there, yeah. So waqar. Okay, let's look at the fourth category, final one, which is now the second of the lafif. So the two defective letters within the root letters may be combined, may be adjacent, maybe next to each other. And the second root and the third root will be defective letters. What's the example of that? Tawa. Tawa, he folded. So we have wow and yeah, the tawa yatwi. Okay, now a summary of that, if you really want to see how easy all these things are, is the structures. We have two main categories. You have al-fi'l sahih. Under that you have al-fi'l sahih al-salim, al-fi'l sahih al-muda'af, al-fi'l sahih al-mahmuz. And under the al-fi'l mu'tal, defective verbs, you have al-fi'l mu'tal al-mithal al-wawi or al-ya'i, and then al-fi'l al-mu'tal al-ajwaf, al-fi'l al-mu'tal al-naqis, al-fi'l al-mu'tal al-lafif. Lafif mafruq and lafif maqrun. Yes, don't have nightmare. No, it's not that bad. Come on, honestly. And the next lesson we're going to look at some sentences. Maybe we actually look at page 6. You have exercise there for translation. We do that together, inshallah, from Arabic to English, and so we can improve our reading as well. Yes, let me have your comment below, please, so to know that you are okay. I'm sure you're okay. Honestly, you're okay. All right then, see you next lesson, inshallah. In the meantime, ma'a salama, ila liqa, fi amanillah.